Going on, y'all? It's gonna be just a regular day, just chilling out. Nothing special is happening, you know. Nothing special at all. Yep. It's gonna be painting because you know what, I was watching some tutorial videos, just to like kind of give me the confidence. It's been a while since I've done a beach scene, you know, water coming up to a shore, and it's not the easiest thing to achieve visually. So, you know, I got my boundaries here and where I want the waves to kind of end. So what I did was I started with the sky. Obviously, in painting, what you always want to do is you always want to start with the thing that's the furthest back, right? And then you want to come closer and closer and closer, so that you're always laying on top. Okay? You don't want to paint sky around a cloud because then you're going to see strokes in your sky. So you want to make a nice blue gradient, and then on top of that you want to put your clouds. And I'll just watch this on my phone so that I can see you guys in the chat if you guys are talking to me. Welcome, thanks for everybody that's watching. Oh, we got 11 viewers. We got 11 viewers in the house. What's going on, everybody? Turn the music down. Okay, great. I'll turn the music off. Okay. I was just I really don't care. I mean, like, should I have no music or what? What do you guys what do you guys like? Yo, what's going on, good eats? You guys want me to let the afro out? We'll see about that. I don't got to pick. Yo, One World, One Herd, thanks for that. Yeah, that last stream was nice. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Flat Power, Black Girl Magic, Flat Power fam. All right, yo, I'm gonna continue with this painting. You like the music? Some people like the music. Some people like the music. Some people don't like the music. I don't know what to do. If I maybe just turn the music down a little bit. I don't know. You guys can let me know. I like to paint with music because it kind of just it gets me into that. It gets me into that space. You know what I mean? So yeah, what are we doing here? Let me try to move this back. Let me try to get more intimate and interactive with you guys. I remember a program, MTV Intimate and Interactive or whatever. Much music. Okay. Rather hear what you got to say. I like the music. Turn it down. Okay, well, it's tough to say. But you know what? I think that if I just have it super ultra low, well, you know what? There's no point. Then I wouldn't be able to hear it. So screw it. All right. So basically, we're just here painting today. I mean, don't expect anything crazy. It's not like I got any crazy knowledge to teach or anything like that. I'm just gonna be going over the painting and talk about what I'm doing. Maybe you guys are at work. Maybe you guys need some entertainment, something to get your mind off things. So I got some colors here, you know what I mean, that I'm loading up into my palette. I got the beach color on this one side, and then I got the ocean colors on this side, right? And I have to blend it together, right? So what I'm doing is I want to surround my workspace with the green, right? With that oceanic bluey green, right? I want to surround it with something wet here, right? So I'll make this it come all the way up to here, okay? Now you're gonna see why I'm doing this in a second. So we have this here, it's wet, right? And we want to be able to blend that in because everything behind it is dried up now. This is in oils. Oils will take about 6 months to cure. Okay, so you know, that's why oil paintings are so, you know, expensive, because it's so time consuming. And then I'm gonna take my brush here, which is the sand color, right? And I'm gonna incorporate it in here. Now, the sand that's on the shore, it goes from light to dark because this is where it was just getting wet. But underneath the water now, we're gonna switch it back to light because of all the ambience, right, that's going on. So we're just gonna get some of this ocean color in here as well. It doesn't really matter where. Just gonna shove it in there. And then we're gonna take our sand color and we're gonna work it through. Now, what we want to do is really, the point of this is to scrape along the edges of that green that we just applied, right? We want to be blending that with the wet. So you got a nice blend happening. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't got to be perfectly, again, because this is just the undertone. You know, this isn't what we're gonna finally see. We're just gonna see remnants of it, because on top of it I gotta put like refractions, I gotta put bubbles, I gotta put more like wave breaks, you know what I mean? And I gotta put wave lines, like catching the light, a lot of highlights. So yeah, lots to do. And I thought, you know what? I think the people enjoy this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I think you guys enjoy watching art. I mean, I used to watch Bob Ross when I was young. You know what I mean? I used to watch him paint. Jewish dude with the afro. I used to love it. I still do. I still do, actually. I'm subscribed. I still do. You know, painting is something that, like, I love to do. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's something that, if I don't like what I'm painting, like if somebody requests a painting from me, if I don't like what it is that they've asked me to paint, then it's hard for me to get into it. You know what I mean? And that's why I think this is gonna be my last painting that I'm doing for somebody. You know what I mean? I've had about enough. I want to just do what I want to do. I want to do the weird, trippy stuff that I want to do as an artist that I think about. And, you know, that's why when I was younger, you know, here's a little story about me. I used to mess with, like, you know, mushrooms and acid and stuff like that, because it just was so, it was so relieving to kind of have a different kind of reality. You know what I mean? As an artist, you can't imagine where my imagination goes. You know what I mean? And whenever they would make movies from books, I would always personally be disappointed, because, you know, I always thought that they could get so much more creative than what they've shown us. They did a pretty good job in the Harry Potters. Pretty good job in the Lord of the Rings. But all in all, pretty poor imagination. You know? Yeah, it's all about patience, you know, it's all about patience. Just slowly achieving what you want to achieve. You know, nothing has to be done right away. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like the whole creation story, you know, like you're recreating the creation, you know, and as you go into your painting, you realize that, you know, you're giving the painting your characteristics, you know what I mean? Your little signature, your DNA, your saliva, you know what I mean? And so traces of me, the creator, can be found everywhere throughout this painting. You know, whether it's like a little hair that got caught up, little hair that got caught up in the painting, or if it's just painting people and painting them in my image. Meaning, if you, this is scientifically proven. I just want to let you know this. If you were to paint or draw somebody, right? You're sitting there and you're drawing them. You're supposed to look at the subject the whole time, okay? You're not supposed to look away from the subject. That means that you're supposed to be drawing while you're looking at the subject's eyes. You know what I mean? If you're drawing their ear, you shouldn't be looking down at the page. You have to be looking at the person's ear and drawing the ear. And then you look down and you check, and you're accurate, and you look back up. You know, quick eye movements. Okay, this is what we practice in art school, is quick eye movements. So you're looking at the subject, right? I'm drawing a female or a male, and I see their ear, and it curves, so I curve, and I look down and I check, and I look back up, and I see it curved, it goes down, so I draw that, and then I look down, look that it's right. If it's not correct, then I look back up, and then I correct it, and then I proceed to curve, and then I look down to see if the portion is the same, right? And if it hooks up, then I hook back up while I'm looking at the ear. And the reason why I took so much time to just explain that to you just there was because as soon as you look away from the subject and you start drawing, you're drawing from your memory. So if I'm drawing my finger here, or somebody's finger, I'm supposed to be looking at everything I'm drawing. And if I look away, and if I'm looking down and I'm drawing, instead of looking, and I'm drawing, I'm like, okay, the nail goes this way, and the finger kind of turns this way, and look up, okay, and then it kind of bends up like that, then it's all from memory. And what happens in that state is that your brain, your movements, they start drawing the most familiar thing to you. And the most familiar thing to you is yourself, because you look at yourself in the mirror the most, right? So when you look away from the face that you're drawing, and you're drawing from memory, even just for a second, you're adding your own features into the drawing, into the painting, because you're drawing it from your memory if you're not looking directly at the person. Okay? It's 1 o'clock. And this actually happens. Like you can look at like older paintings, and they'll say, oh, this person hid their dimensions in this painting. Well, no, that's not always the case. Sometimes, yeah, it was pretty weird like that, but that's not always the case. A lot of the times, it's just the fact that the artist wasn't looking at that particular moment, and they decided to look away. And when they did, they reverted back to the most familiar face that they have ever seen, which is their own. And they drew from that memory of their own face, looking into the mirror. So that's a little breakdown for you guys of when you guys are drawing, and you're saying, oh, it looks nothing like them. Well, were you even looking at them? And then that is how you make something in your image, not only in your imagination, but in your image, in your likeness. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're getting further and further down the bottom here. It's going to add a little bit more of this, a little bit more yellow, just a little bit more green, some white. You can see my palette, it's just crazy. It's like, it's a bunch of just craziness here. But I know what it is. I know where everything is. It's the organized genius, right? Okay, so I got something wet here, and I got something wet over here. Okay, let's take you guys back up. Comments. Peace, guys. What's going on? What's going on, Tammy, Tony? Yo, thanks. Peace, knowledge. What's going on? She Ether. Thank you. Beautiful already. What it's gonna be is there's gonna be a mother and a daughter walking along the beachside. It's for somebody, a friend of the family. It's an $1,800 painting. They've already paid the first $700, and then they'll pay the rest when I give it to them. And it's taken me about a month so far, but I haven't been constantly working on it. I move snow and I get tired when it snows, and I'm moving it for the contract work. But also, other people wanted some commissions for Christmas time, right? So it kind of got a little tight. I said, hey, look, I'll get back to your painting just after the Christmas rush. Be more Flatman, peace, and flat muffin power. What's going on? Radio star key pound sign. I like that. Flat MF power. PR Corey. What's going on, PR Corey? I'm the painter. You're the drawer. Well, you gotta learn. You gotta know how to draw. How to paint. You gotta know how to draw before you paint, right? So it goes hand in hand. All you gotta do is just elevate yourself to that next step. How much would this cost? Yeah, this is $1,800. Well, yeah, it's already spoken for. It's for somebody already, so I can't do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to make the reflection of this cloud come not here, but I have to start making that reflection probably right here. So what we're gonna see is we're gonna see the water, and we're gonna see a lot of splats of like highlight, a lot of glistening, a lot of like X's on the water to show it's sparkling. And then as it gets about right here, I'm gonna make the clouds I'm gonna streak the clouds down, and then I'm gonna overlap that with waves, because back here all you're seeing because it goes back infinitely back, it recedes. You're only seeing the peaks of the waves back here. So you're not getting that flat mirror image like you would see on a calm lake. You know what I'm saying? So you start to see the breaks of the flatness between the waves at about, I would say, like here, this level. And then we'll see like a bigger patch of like the cloud here. And then like maybe like a bigger patch. I'll put like some light transparent reflections over it. It's going to be pretty complicated. This is definitely the most complicated beach scene I've ever done. So, but thanks for joining me, y'all. You know, on your day, taking your time out to do whatever it is that you were doing before you got here. So we're just gonna add in a little bit more in here, a little bit more of this shelf. Just slowly in there. And you know, the thing about a painting, if any of you guys are painters, I don't know, you know, just go for it. You know, nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's something that I always tell myself to humble myself. You know what I mean? Nobody cares what you got to say. You know what I mean? And that's why I was so reluctant to even make an account for YouTube, because it's like, you know, do people even care what I have to talk about? You know what I mean? But it turns out you guys do. You know what I mean? There's always an ear for the man that wants to speak. Always someone to listen. Or if you're speaking in stock terms, oh shit. Look at that. I wasn't paying attention. My bad. Fixed it. See, that's the thing about painting, right? Is that you can always fix it, right? It's just, you know, are you too lazy to fix it? Or do you want to fix it? Are you going to take that time out to fix it? And then you want to bring the green brush back and just kind of blend it in. Just re-moisturize everything and rework it. We want to make this appear as if it's falling down. You know, it's getting deeper and deeper away from us. So we just achieve that by letting it gradually fade to the back. And this is how you would blend. You just go one color with the other, back and forth, back and forth. And remember, this is just the undertone, guys, right? You know, it's nothing, nothing too committal. Nothing is, nothing to be too scared about, right? We're just blocking in the color where everything is going to be. So at this point, I want to get some bigger brushes because we're working in a bigger area and we're getting a lot of streaks. So to avoid that, you want to up the brush size a little bit. And always remember the colors that you're working with. What colors made what ratio, what proportion. You know, doesn't have to be too exact because it is nature that we're painting. So we do want organic change. You know what I mean? We want subtleties like you would see in nature. You know, no two things are the exact same. So we're just gonna get our each color here, and we'll choose another fatter brush for the water, the oceanic waters. Okay. So let's just keep on working it. Oh, see, way different than before. But it's okay because it all blends, right? Especially if you were using oils, right? Then you would never have to be afraid. If this was oils, oh man, this would have already been done. You know what I mean? It's you don't got to be afraid with oils because it takes so long to dry. You could come a month later. You can go on a little vacation, come back to your painting, and just pick up right where you left off. You know, get that turpentine oil, and just rework it. Now the thing about turpentine oil in the painting world is we use turpentine in oil paints to thin the paint, to thin the oil. Are you guys understanding? Do you guys get it yet? You know, for all my health stream fans out there that love listening to the health streams that I'm doing, thank you very much. The green streams are a major success because of you guys. But yeah, do you guys understand what's happening when I say that? The turpentine oil, it makes the oil paint pliable again, right? So, you know, think about what it does in your body. If you drink turpentine, small little amounts of it, think about what's going to happen. It's going to make that visceral fat, and it's going to make that hardened plaque pliable again, so that your body can finally excrete it, right? You can get turpentine oil. You don't want to get an art, like you don't want to get it from an art store for like or from like a Home Depot. You want to get it from a like Amazon. You want to get 100% pure gum spirits, okay? And what that's going to do for you is that is going to it's going to rid out the parasites. They're going to run away from that because they don't like that burning sensation. And it's going to loosen up the oils. Like I said, it's going to loosen up those oils so that you can excrete it so that you won't catch a heart attack when you're, you know, 50, 40, 50. You know, we're supposed to be getting better and better as a society, but all I see is we're just getting worse and worse. Oh, P.S. There's a new documentary out on Netflix called Eating Animals. And I'm excited to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, obviously, but I'm excited to watch it. I will definitely do a little review on it. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do a review on the new documentary called Eating Animals. And we're going to go live with that once I get all my information together. I don't got to decode it. There's going to be no decoding going on. It's just straight up. It's just going to be straight up information. Compassionate information. Because you know what? You can't stop compassion. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as somebody stood up, like as soon as a black person stood up for their rights in America, it was over. It was over. Because you can't keep back the compassion plane. The compassion train. You can't hold it back. Once it's in the people's minds that, hey, yeah, everything does have you know, an equal chance at life. Everything should deserve to raise its own young. You know what I mean? You can't hold that back. You can't stop it. And that's why the veganism movement is so successful. Because people are realizing, oh shit, you know, my best friend has been vegan now for 5 years, and they're still living, breathing, having sex, and normal. You know what I mean? In fact, they lost weight, they look good, they feel good. Huh. Maybe there's something to it. Can't stop it. And then once you talk about the animals, it's a wrap. Because then you got the children pressuring the parents, right? Oh, I didn't know that it was actual turkeys. I thought we just called it turkeys. Like, you know. Like, chickens don't have fingers. I thought you just called it chicken fingers. You know, I thought you were just messing with me because chickens really have wings. So how can I be eating chicken fingers, Daddy? Why would you feed that to me? It's not like your parents. Your parents didn't have the internet to let them know that the chicken causes visceral fat and gives you bad cholesterol and increases your chances of dying. You know, your parents didn't have that information readily at hand, and there wasn't debates everywhere you went about it. You know what I mean? Back in the day, if you went vegetarian, you were like weird. You're like, he's what? He's a vegetarian. Doesn't eat meat. What is he, like a Hindu or something like that? Nah, he's just healthy. He's just awake and he's conscious. That's all. What are you? But nowadays, it's like the norm. You hear it all the time. There's vegan restaurants. You can't tell your kid that you didn't know. I'd like to see someone try to tell their kid when they come of age and they say, "Mommy, Daddy, why did you guys feed us animals? You know I love animals. I horseback ride and I donate or you guys got me a dog or whatever. You know I'm an animal lover. Why would you feed me this stuff?" Well, and some parents are gonna have it harder than others because some kids are gonna go ham with it, like I did. I went ham with it. I was like, yo, we're throwing everything out. of like anything with animal products was thrown away. And then they would say, "Oh, it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money." And I say, "Okay, so what do you care more about? The money that you're gonna pay now, in throwing this away, or the money that you're gonna pay when you're like 50 years old and in the hospital and you got all those bills to pay for and prescriptions and specialists and time away from your family? Because we all know time is the most important commodity that there is." Think about it, guys. When you have all the money in the world, time is the only thing of value. And you'll wish you can get every moment back, every moment wasted. So go out there and live. If you have a goal, go do it now. Don't wait. You never know when your last day can be upon you. You gotta go for it. Look, I see a heart right here. I see a heart developing right there. I might embellish that a little bit. Just because it's symbolism, of course. Symbolism in the painting. You always want that. You always want your client to look at something and be like, "Oh, I see I see this there, or I see that there." You know what I mean? So I think we're looking pretty good here for this shoreline here. Of course, I'm gonna add some some squigglies over top of this. Kind of, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I gotta go wash up my brushes. So I think I gotta take a little bit of a break here. But maybe I'll show you guys what I'm planning to do. Just gonna take the brushes and run through this. Just like that. Make some squigglies. In the water, just some refractals and just a little bit of line work there, just to kind of mimic the water bending. As an artist, I feel lucky that I'm able to observe so much in my everyday life. Um, Manny, Bro Sanchez is live streaming right now. Okay, cool. You know what? That's what I needed. I wanted something. I was streaming because nobody else was streaming today, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably head over there to Bro Derek's channel. I messed with Brother Sanchez, and I only got about 11 viewers here, so I'll head over there. So I'm just gonna keep on painting over here, guys, and I'll let you guys go, and I'm gonna tune into Brother Sanchez's work. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for joining me so much, and if you guys want to inquire about paintings or something, I can definitely ship it all across the United States. The charge is very cheap. I think it's like about $50, to ship. So, yeah, just send me an email at here. Let me just send you guys the email in my chat, and you guys you guys can just email me with any requests or anything like that. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'm going ham without the ham, Carl. What's up, Joe from Cali? What's going on, man? Thanks for showing that love, man. What's going on, Adam Jerringer? Black Sun, peace. Thanks so much for that. Yeah, Bro Sanchez. Yeah, it's the same time. I'm gonna go over there, guys. Young Tahuti, peace. Much love, man. Yep, peace. Let me mod you up, Young Tahuti. You're a rider. Oh, you guys like to see the art? That's good, man. Way to go. Yeah, no doubt. I'll do this more. I kind of like it. Okay, yo, I'll see you guys over there. One time, much love. Here's my email if you guys want to request any art. Masterpiece9@gmail. And if you guys would like, you guys can also go onto my Instagram, the Classic Smith Art. Classic Smith Art. That's my Instagram, and you can see all my paintings up there. Well, most of them anyway. And just check it out. What's going on there? All right, guys. Much love. Oh, P.ISO, you were enjoying the painting, eh? Yeah. Well, I mean, I could always just keep it going live and you know, watch Brother Sanchez's thing on my stream, but then we'd be hearing his stream and all that. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe I could just keep it on mute, but I don't think there's much of a need for that. So, but in the comments below, before I get out of here, but in the comments below, please write if you enjoy this and if you would like me to keep on doing this and just like to keep on shooting the shit while I paint, and you guys can ask live questions, and you know what I mean. We could just talk and build while I paint. I think that would be cool. And then yeah, we can I can give you tips if you guys need tips for your own work. All right, so much love. Thanks again. And I'll be back live again either later today or tomorrow. So just keep checking out. And definitely Thursday is going to be another green stream. So make sure you're there for that. I think me and Bro Sanchez are going to be there. Also, I'm going to be introducing a whole new ideology of society and a way that we could be living that has never been discussed, that I've never heard about before. So so let's get that in. I'll probably go live with that on Friday or Saturday, and we're gonna get in how we can start thinking in a new type of fashion that will completely transcend our societies and the way that we treat each other and the way we treat this earth. Okay, so much love, yo. Eat to live, peace, power, and protection. Thank you.